My name is Uyoyou Adia. I'm a filmmaker, a writer, and a director. So, I got a message one day from Mr. Nee. He sent me a message that I should come to the office, that he wanted me to write something for him. I said, okay. The minute I got the message, my heart done the beat. Mr. Nee, good. Because I haven't worked with him before. That was my first time. I think that was in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I went to the office and Vicky was there, Abosi and Akin. They already had a story. So they gave me a summary of the story. And apparently Akin had also already written the outline for the story. And then they told me about the cast that they had in mind and all of that. So I was not there when the story was bettered. They literally came up with the story, talked about how they wanted the story to be. And then, according to Mr. Nee, he said he wanted a female writer and director for it, that they needed a female voice for it. And and when I got there, he told me that if I wrote the script and he liked it, then I was going to direct it. And I'm like, okay, pressure number 2, let's go. And with the outline AK already had, he sent it to me. We restructured the outline, added a few things, and then I started writing. When I was done writing that script, I think I held on to it for like 3 or 4 extra days before I sent it in, because I had a fear. Once Mr. Nee read my script, that's it. It's either it's good or it's bad. And I took it so personal that I could not afford for it to be good, to be bad. But then I will not know until he reads it and he tells me. Do you understand? So it was a lot going through my head, and then I finally sent it in, and then I got the message. That's probably one of the happiest days of my life in my career, because he really liked the script. Vicky too, like everybody really liked the script, and then they were like, okay, this is a very good first draft, and then we started working on doing the second draft and stuff. So yeah, that was how Hey You was bettered. When I had the idea, right, when I even started writing, I could not wait to shoot that film, because it was different, right? Like, I don't know that I have seen a steamy story like that before. When I mean seen, not like read the script, like I don't know if I've watched it. It was different. It was a challenge to me, because I kind of knew that if we did it well, it was going to cause a lot of conversations. And that's one of the things I like about filmmaking. Making your story or your film, generate conversations. It was hard, I won't lie. I think for the longest time we didn't know who our lead male was going to be. For the longest time. We had set our mind on someone, but it didn't work out with that person. We had auditions actually for that role, and then from the audition we picked someone. We had set our mind on that person, but it didn't work out with the person, and then Timini's name came up. Like, okay, all right, cool. And also we also had our lead female cast, someone different, for the longest time, and then Timini's name came up, and I'm like, okay, it can work, but we really need to make him different, because on a normal day, Timini is the lover boy he's the bad boy teen in films, like, but that was not, this character was the exact opposite. And then when we settled on Timini, we're like, okay, let's do like a chemistry test with the lead female and Timini, and then we did it, and we're like, okay. Then Vicky sent me a message one morning, and she's like, what's up? What do you think about Ife? I'm like, if I'm like, if you want her to come, read with Timini, that's fine. Like, I'm open to it. I'm not close to it. If he came, read with Timini, and it was beautiful. Now, this is not to say that the person he had in mind was not good. That person is a very fantastic actress. But chemistry-wise, it was a no-brainer. Like, first of all, like I always say, casting is 50% of directing already. If you have the right cast, your directing problems have been solved to a very large extent. And it was really beautiful to see both of them. Like, it was really natural. It was very easy. It was very easy, and it was very easy on the eyes also. So that was when we're like, okay, Timini, Efe, yeah, these are our guys for this film. We were excited. We were all excited. Like, I think every crew member had the scene that they were waiting for us to shoot. Every crew member were like, when is this thing happening? When, like, it was really exciting. And another thing, that there was something Mr. Neyi told me. He told me, how are you going to put your name, your stamp on this film, and that we know that it's an Uyoyou Adia film, right? And I read the script again, and I'm like, how can I make this film different visually? Like, what can be this extra thing that we would do that will make, And then I came up with an idea, and I called Efe, and I told her the idea. And then she was like, she had to read the script again, and then she realized Gen film don't tough, because it was something that, again, visually, I don't think I have seen before, right? I probably have seen it in a Hollywood film, but for Nollywood, I have not seen it. So it was challenging, and it's that kind of thing that if you do not get right, they go cost you. Hey, hopefully we got it right. I mean, I'm proud I got it right, I guess. But yeah, it was exciting. Like, everybody wanted, even the actors were eager for some scenes. Like, how is this thing going to play out? So, like, the teaser we released, right, a lot of the actors, that of course is not Timini and Efe, a lot of the actors in the film did not know that we shot that. So when they saw the teaser, it was also a shock to them that, wait, what's they happen here? Like, in my mind, I'm like, but when I read the script now, they're like, yes, but it's a bit. I'm like, yes, you have not seen anything yet. We're coming for you. So, like I said, from the auditions with Timini and Efe, it was the chemistry was already there, right? For his masturbation scene, I think half the time we had to be chasing a lot of crew out of the room, so that it's his privacy also, And then another thing we did was, even when we were auditioning for the characters, Mr. Neyi went straight up and told them, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? Because these characters it's not because we just want to do them. They need to do them, right? So is it something that you are comfortable with? And we had to assure them that we're going to clear the room, of course. So it's not like we were violating their privacy on set. It's when people are watching it that... But yes, it was. And I tell you for a fact, like, these are the kind of actors you want to work with, because they were willing to give their all. They were like, director, is that okay? I can do it again. Oh. Do you want me to bring it out? I can do it again. Oh. You have Efe in the scene of the teaser. You have scenes where she's like, director, I think we should do one more. Is that fine? I think we should. Or I can do this like this, or I can, and then it's also a collaborative process. I don't know everything. As actors, they have also formed these characters in their head, so they also know how they would like to play their characters. So I'm gonna bring all the suggestions to the table, whichever works for us. At the end of the day, it's our film, not be my film, our film. So yeah. I would say was the last scene of the film, and that was also the last day of shoot. That was also the last scene we shot. It was challenging for me because we didn't have time. We didn't have time at all. The location, we didn't have time to stay in the location. We had one shot to take. When I mean one shot, we had one opportunity to take a particular shot, and if we missed it, we missed it. There was no going back. Like, continuity was not going to help in any way, you know. So it was really challenging because the decisions that we made that day. Watching the film now, I'm shocked it came out the way it came out, because I'm like, that day, I think Vicky probably called my name more than 300 times that day, because it was always, we need to go, they want to off the narrator, we also need to get the performance from the actor, we also need to set up, like, it was hard though, I can't even lie. So when we wrapped, my body calmed down. You know, that's like the most challenging thing for me in the entire film. Yes, and yes. So I feel like when you have a story, right, and you are not just removing clothes for removing sake, there is a motivation for it, and the actors understand the motivation for it. I feel like the conversation is you're going to have an easier conversation with them. You also need to gain their trust that you know what you are doing to make them look good, because you don't want to make them look like idiots. So like I said, the actors need to know why. Don't just take off shirts for taking off shirts' sake, right? They need to know why. What's the motivation behind it? Does it help the story in any way? How does it help the story? How does it help my character arc? Does it help their character arc move from one point to another? And then as the filmmaker, how comfortable can you make the actors? How can you gain their trust for them to say, we are being vulnerable with our body on set? That means they trust you enough to shoot something good. Because most times, when it comes out and it doesn't look good, you first curse the actor first before you curse the director. Half the time. Because those are the people that you are watching first, right? So they are really, really particular about how they look. And I don't think that's a bad thing. So we as filmmakers, we need to take it upon ourselves to at least know what we are doing and how to do it and how to make them comfortable enough to trust us.